Progress has been made. I'm about $600 away from the $100,000 target that we started about 4 weeks ago, well 5. More about that and how I did it in this video. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome to the Pine Street Capital YouTube channel where we talk all things trading and investing. My name is Ron and I'm the managing partner of Pine Street Capital. I've been trading for over 6 years and today we are going to be talking about week 5 of the challenge. So if you've been living under a rock, then you probably won't know that 5 weeks ago I set out to essentially turn $474 into a $100,000 trading account. And these past couple of weeks I've had a lot more success in doing that, and I'm about $600 away from hitting the 100k, well, getting the 100k account. Right now, weeks 1, 2 and 3 a bit sluggish. Week 4 was a breakthrough week. Week 5, which was this past week, was an entirely new level of trading, right? So I'll tell you the rest of the story. It's Saturday as usual, so I somewhat have a social life, so I'll tell you the rest of the story along the way. So let's go.
A few moments later.
So I just realized I owe you guys a story. So let's talk about Monday. Monday morning was not the best because I woke up, I just taken a stop loss on that gold trade that I talked about last week, right? So took a stop loss on that gold trade. The good thing was I was still up about $5,800 or so. And then the next trade that I took was a trade on Nasdaq and a trade on the pound, right? So I took those trades at the same time, and guess what? Both trades were about $1,500 in profit each, and I closed both of those trades to finish phase 1, right? So phase 1 complete. The next thing that I needed to do was phase 2, right? So phase 1, I was done with it in the morning on Monday. Monday morning, most amazing thing, I'm just like, you know what, I'm on holiday for the rest of the day, which is exactly what I did. So I was on holiday for the rest of the day. Then Tuesday, I got the login details for phase 2. So for those of you who don't know, phase 2 is whereby I have to make a $5,000 profit on the account, right? So $5,000 profit on the way, and Tuesday, my very first trade, I'm about $3,000 up. I'm just like, you know what, I might just complete this entire thing in one trade. But unfortunately, the trade retraced and stopped me out at a $1,800 profit, right? So I'm $1,800 in profit. Then I take a couple more trades on the day. I close Tuesday off about $1,200 in profit on phase 2. So I'm now in phase 2 and I am $1,200 in profit. Wednesday comes. Wednesday is, what was Wednesday? I don't quite remember, but I'll update you on the rest of the story throughout the entire night. Let's go back. You guys the rest of the story Wednesday was the day when I made a huge profit, right? Let's start with the beginning of the day. Beginning of the day, you know, I'm taking losing trades, right? Then there's a few break-even trades in between, and on Wednesday I was about $800 down on the day, right? So that kind of sucked. So I'm just like, you know what? This next trade on Nasdaq, you know, I see the setup. It's a setup that I've been waiting for the entire time, but I've been taking losses the entire day. The market's been range bound, right? That's what's happened the entire day. So even if I take this trade, you know, it's probably going to hit my stop loss. So do you know what? I just decided, oh well, it's going to hit my stop loss, but at least I'm not going to hit my maximum daily loss limit, right? Which was around $2,000. So I was like, you know what, worst case scenario, I close this day off in a $1,300 loss. So I take the trade, then it goes against me, and I'm just like, okay, it's probably gonna hit my stop loss like I probably predicted. But the trade starts going in my favor. Then I'm like, wait, hang on, this is the type of trade that I need to add to. So I added to the trade, obviously not increasing the initial risk. And long story cut short, I added to the trade twice, and I closed that trade just before it was about to hit $5,000. Sorry, $5,000 in total profit on the challenge. So that trade was the trade that was probably going to win me the entire challenge. But you know what? When it was about $4,920 in profit, I got scared. And that was the biggest mistake that I made on that trade. I got really scared and I just closed it. Unfortunately, I closed it about $4,600 in profit. So I was about $400 from my target. Then 30 seconds late, if I had held this trade about 30 seconds more, I would have completed the challenge, but unfortunately I didn't. I didn't stick to my discipline, and I broke the rules, and unfortunately it was about $4,600 in profit. But the good thing was I was about to finish the challenge, so I was like, you know what, let me reduce my risk. Thursday I go into the markets. Thursday I lose $400, risking $100 per day. If I'd been taking my normal risk, I'd be $2,000 down, but because I decreased my risk, that was amazing. So Thursday I'm in the markets, and then next thing, I just closed the day $400 down. That's fine, because I'm still about, what was it, $800-900 away from the target. That's fine. Friday, loses. Then the last trade of the day, I then had a big winner, which essentially made back all the losses from Friday and $200 of the losses from Thursday, right? Now, where I stand right now, I am about $600 away from the target and closer than ever. So I'll show you in a detailed breakdown once we're done with all of this nonsense. Okay, so now that you know the story, we're actually going to go into my screen and go through the actual stats in both phase 1 and phase 2. So let's jump into my screen. Alright, so let's go over my performance, and obviously in week 5 of the challenge I was doing phase 1 and also did phase 2. So within phase 1, here are all the trades I took. I'm not going over every individual trade. But essentially, I think we ended last week when I was somewhere here, right? So I was around about here, which was almost at the $8,000 target, right? So I was around what, $5,000 from it, and then made a couple really good trades, and I finally hit the target Monday morning, I think it was. So Monday morning I took about 3-4 trades and then smashed the target, and that was pretty much it. So let's go over the stats, and one thing I'm always pointing out is my win rate, right? Very low win rate, but then my risk reward is lopsided in my favor, which is why I always come out profitable, right? So if you see my win rate on my short positions, that's 41%, 41.35%, right? And then my win rate on my short positions is 38.92%, right? Most beginners, as I pointed out in previous videos, think you need a 70%, 80%, 90% win rate in order to be a profitable trader. Simply not the case. All you need to do is make sure your winners are bigger than your losers. Very simple. As you can see, my most profitable trade made $4,854, and my average profitable trade makes $424. My biggest losing trade was $982. My average losing trade is $231, right? So that essentially points out exactly what I've been saying throughout this entire challenge. But let's move on to my phase 2 stats. So my phase 2 stats, they obviously aren't as many trades, because I pretty much, when I started phase 2 on I think it was Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's 3 days worth of trading activity. So obviously, first day I came out in profit, then had a little bit of a drawdown, but never went below scratch. Then I had this one huge trade on Nasdaq, remember that one? And yeah, essentially got here, and I actually got scared in this trade. Now this trade was actually going to win me the challenge, but I got scared, broke my rules, and then got out of the trade too early. That trade actually was going to take me to the $5,000 target, but hey, broke my rules unfortunately, and I then started taking lower risk, so bit of a drawdown, then came back on Friday. So that's where we stand, and let's see what my win rate is. My win rate on my short positions is 35%. Win rate on long positions is 40%, right? This just points out exactly what I've been saying all along, right? Biggest profitable trade, $3,000. Average profitable trade, $653. Average losing trade is $147. And my biggest losing trade is $511. So really, really good stats over here. I just want to check from FX Blue what my win rate is on phase 2 of the challenge. So my win rate on phase 2 of the challenge is 36%, 36.77%, sorry, 0.7%, right? And what is my risk reward ratio? Where is risk reward? Yeah, risk reward ratio, 10.45. Amazing, right? So that is essentially the biggest teaching point, the biggest thing that you can take in terms of actual trading advice, if you want to call it that, is you do not need a very high win rate in order to be a profitable trader. If you have a high win rate, a really high win rate, I'm talking 80-90%, then you're probably not using a stop loss, or you're using very wide stop losses that will make you lose money over the long run. So that is my performance in a nutshell. Let's look through my FX book journals. So this is phase 1. Phase 1, obviously I had the first 3 weeks where it was pretty much break even, and then week 3 and 4 completely smashed it. So yeah, as you can see, no violations, so I didn't violate the daily drawdown rule of $5,000, neither did I lose more than $12,000 on this account. And as you can see, now I have passed, right? So once I passed, well, these are all of the trades. Then once I passed, they moved me into phase 2, right? So as you can see, this is phase 2, and you can see this is my account, right? So phase 2 of the challenge, I'm currently sitting at $104,386, right? So that's $4,386 in profit, and about $614 away from hitting the target. There we go, no violations detected, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Profit target $5,000. As you can see, I also need to meet the minimum total trading days. So I've traded for 4 days on this account. They need me to trade for a minimum of 5 days, which I am going to do on Monday. Monday's trading session gets me there. So that is my equity curve. That's about it. And yeah, really looking forward to this coming week, and I really believe that I'm going to hit the $5,000 target within this week. So let's see how it goes. Well, that is my performance for week 5 of the challenge, and hopefully the conversation we're having next week is me actually telling you that I've gotten the 100K account and actually showing it to you along with the certificate from my Forex funds. But let me take you guys back to 32 days ago. 32 days ago was when we started this entire challenge. You know, the reason I decided to do this on YouTube and in public for everyone to see was so that you can see exactly how you go about scaling up once you've actually focused all of your time and attention on learning how to trade first. Once you focus your time and attention on learning how to trade, the possibilities are limitless, right? As in, once you've actually mastered this skill, which I've honed over the past 6 years, you know, you can literally turn $400 into a $100,000 trading account. And I've shown you solid proof that no one can deny because it's there. I've shown you my track record the entire way, and there's no disputing that it's actually possible. So now you guys know it's possible. What I'd urge you to do is I'd urge you to focus your time and attention on actually learning how to trade. Don't fall for all of these get rich quick schemes and how you're going to you know, put no effort or very little effort, or just copy signals or buy a robot. Don't fall for all of that stuff. Focus your time and attention on learning how to trade, and you can take this proven path that I've just shown you is possible, right? I hope that helps, and if you'd like to know more about this path that I've taken, right, then I definitely urge you to watch this video right here. This video is the most powerful training that I've ever delivered to date. And you can watch it right now by clicking on this link right over here. Watch it till the end, and I promise you the perspective that you have on trading will never be the same.